So here in my hand is the Chase Inc. Unlimited card, and I've owned this guy for about the last 4 to 5 years now, and it's what I would consider one of the best business credit cards out on the market. This is because this credit card here is a simple flat 1.5% no annual fee credit card with a very generous welcome bonus, which means if you're able to hit that welcome bonus offer, you're going to be instantly pocketing over $900 in cash back after you spend $6,000 in the first 3 months of opening your account. So as you can see with the Chase Inc. Unlimited card right now, I have over 1 million points on this account. And if I go into ways to use my cashback rewards, that 1 million point is equivalent to me getting $10,312 right now. I could pay myself back and get $12,890, or, you know, it looks like the lowest rate would be just under 1 cent where I could pay with points. I personally would never do any of this. Actually, what I would recommend most people to do is the fact that if you have a card like this or any of the Chase Inc. business cards, aside from the Inc. Business Premier, you can transfer your points onto other personal cards. So if you have something like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which gives you an additional 50% boost on your points, you could be getting an even better redemption. So ladies and gents, essentially just by hitting the welcome bonus offer on a card like this, you're essentially getting yourself a free first-class domestic ticket or even a week's worth of a free hotel stay, with hotels usually ranging around $100 to $200 a night. I mean, this right here is such a powerful card that a lot of people underestimate. So to kickstart with the benefits, like I mentioned, guys, very strong welcome bonus offer, $900 cash back, and I can tell you now, this may not be around here for long. Rumor has it on the street, this will be ending in a few weeks, so I highly recommend you guys, if you have been on the fence, to really consider checking it out. On top of that, with regards to the benefits, there's really not much. We don't have to worry about different cashbacks. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting different types of credits. Very straightforward. 1.5% cash back on everything. You're also going to be getting a 0% intro APR bonus for 12 months. So that means if you do happen to carry a balance on this card, because it is a business credit card, it is not going to reflect onto your personal credit score, and you will not have to pay interest on that amount. On top of that, with this card, you can get employee cards at no additional cost. You can redeem it for cashback rewards or transfer it through the Ultimate Rewards portal, like I mentioned. And on top of that, they offer several different protection benefits too. This includes purchase protection, extended warranty protection, travel and emergency assistance services, and more. Not only that, but it seems like a lot of people often forget some of the benefits that these cards have, and it's the fact that it has one of the craziest referral bonuses. Right now, the time of filming this video, this is at its highest rate ever, where if you refer another business owner, you'd be getting 40,000 bonus points, where you can earn up to 200,000 points per year. So if you happen to be in the world of business, I almost guarantee you will know someone who's in business and they may not be taking full advantage of their points. This is an easy way for you to tell your friend or a coworker or someone who's another business owner. If you want to score an additional $900 cash back by not doing anything at all except for applying for the card and just adding it to your expenses and hitting that welcome bonus, it makes them happy for scoring some additional cash in their pocket, and you'd also be getting that incentive too. Like I've mentioned several times on this channel, business credit cards are like personal credit cards on steroids. The benefits, the welcome bonus offer, the referrals, everything is boosted up extraordinarily. If you pair that up with the fact that this card has no annual fee, where some other business credit cards may have a $200, $300, $400, $500 annual fee, and you realize you're just making money and you can hold this card for 5 to 10 years without ever paying a cent, it is just money back in your pocket. Now, if you are interested at all in applying for this card, you need to make sure you watch out for a few of these rules. The first rule that you need to know about is called the 230 rule, which generally means that you can't get approved for more than 2 Chase credit cards within a 30-day window. Now, ladies and gents, there have been some exceptions to this rule, and there have been data points showing that people have been approved for more cards in the past 30 days, but this is usually a rule of thumb where you don't want to extend that. Following the 230 rule, there's also another rule called the 130 rule, and this pretty much just states that you should only expect to be approved for 1 Chase business credit card within a 30-day period. Now, I'll say, like, back in the day, there have been a lot of data points where you could apply for all 3 of them within 1 day and get approved, but times have changed, and it looks like things like that are not going to roll anymore. If you think the Chase Inc. Cash or the Chase Inc. Business Preferred might be a better fit for you, and you're trying to apply within the next 30 days because you know, all right, these welcome bonus offers may not last for long, since it literally states on their website, limited time offer, and it's been around for quite a bit now, you want to make sure that you really take into consideration how important this rule is. Like with most rules though, and within the credit card game, there are always some small exceptions, so it really depends on your own miles. But I highly recommend you to at least assume that you can only get approved for 1 card within that 30-day period, and you should be safe. On top of that, Chase also has something called the 524 rule. And if you guys have ever been into the credit card game, you may have heard of this. And this is one of those rules where it applies, but not entirely. So let me explain. As most of you guys should know, the Chase 524 rule means that if you have opened up 5 or more credit accounts within the past 24 months, you will be denied for almost all of the Chase credit card products. Now, although most credit cards apply to this rule, there is an exception with business credit cards not going towards that rule. So say I applied for the Chase Freedom Flex, the Chase Freedom Unlimited, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, I got the American Express Gold card, I got the Bilt card, I got 5 cards right there in a 2-year period. I would then automatically get denied for a business credit card. So say I didn't apply for the Bilt credit card, I'm at 424. That means it leaves an open spot for a business credit card to take that role. If I apply for a business credit card and I get accepted, I actually still won't be above 524, meaning that you would still be eligible to apply for any other Chase personal card if you wanted to. Now, those are the major rules. It's not too difficult, or it shouldn't be, but if it is, rewatch that section and make sure you understand it fully before considering applying. By the way, if you are interested in applying for this card, be sure to check out the link down below in the description, or you can also scan that QR code here on your screen. Always make sure that you do have the best competitive offer, but at the time of filming this video, I know that you guys will get the best offer possible, so make sure that you don't miss out there. Now, moving forward, what credit score should you have if you do want to get approved for this card, and what do you do if you happen to get declined? So with the Chase Ink Unlimited card, you're definitely going to want to have a score of at least 700 points, even though there have been data points showing that there are some business owners out here having a score of around 680, 670, still being able to get approved. Like I said, 700 is always going to be the safe spot. If you have that, you are most likely going to get approved as long as you apply in the right way. If you don't know how to apply for business credit cards, or you may not have a business, make sure you watch my full tutorial here on YouTube called the Ultimate Business Credit Card Guide, where I walk you through step by step on what you need to do in order to advance in that way. Moving on though, say you do all those things, say you have a good credit score and you still happen to get declined, that is okay, because when I first applied for my Chase Ink cards, they declined me too. It's actually more likely that you won't instantly get approved for your Chase business credit card. They'll probably give you a line like, hey, there's a pending notice, and we'll let you know with a letter in the mail on whether or not you get approved. If that happens, don't sweat it. Here's what you need to do next. All you have to do is call the Chase reconsideration line, and I would only do this if you find out that you actually did not get approved. There's a rumor out here that if you happen to call the reconsideration line when your application is still pending and it hasn't been reviewed, that you can then place your application automatically into a pool where you would have already been successfully approved for the card, but then you actually pull yourself out from there. So once you get confirmation you're declined, then go through the reconsideration process. Now, this here is going to be a phone line where you can plead your case on why you should be approved for the card when you're applying. Here's some of those secret tips and tricks. When you do call in for a business credit card, they're going to likely ask you the same old questions. What is your business? How much do you make? What is your position? What is your involvement? Can you describe your industry? What products does your business sell? How much sales have you made? How old is it? Just generic things that everyone should know about their own business. So make sure that you are prepared to answer these type of questions. Everything that I've listed out, make sure that you know it. So if I asked you right now, why does your business need this credit card? You could give them an answer like, hey, I'm a smaller startup. I'm looking to scale up my business. A business credit card with 0% intro APR is going to help me to leverage these things. Or you can be honest, like, hey, I just want to get the points and I'm going to hold on to the card, and I have some other business expenses that I know that I can throw on this card and continue to use. If all goes well, you should get approved. But if you want to make sure that your chances are as high as possible, then here are a few additional things that you can do too. Number one, Chase is one of those few banks where they love to see any type of history. So if you've never opened a Chase product before and you're directly going into a Chase Ink business card, where oftentimes these credit limits are at least $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, they might be a little bit skeptical. First thing that you can do is open a completely free Chase business checking account, or even just a personal card. They have a ton of great lineups. A lot of them cost no money to hold. And if they do cost money, like a checking account, if you have a balance sometimes of even like $1,500, you won't have to pay any type of monthly maintenance fee on that account. On top of that, you want to make sure you have a good personal credit score. So do things to raise your credit score. I've made a few videos before in the past just talking about what you can do to increase it significantly, and a lot of that information has not been outdated. The next important thing to do is to make sure that you know your story. When it comes to applying for some of these cards, a lot of people will just apply not knowing what kind of business they have. I mean, it's funny. It's funny how preparation will take someone a long way. So know how your business works, know how old your business is, know how much money you expect to make. If you're not making that much money right now, explain it to them. By doing all those steps, having a little bit of history, like getting another credit card or a checking account and then applying and then taking advantage of the reconsideration line if you need to, I would say chances of you getting approved for this card is very, very high. So like I mentioned at the earlier start of this video, right now the Chase Ink Unlimited has one of the highest offers possible, and rumor is it's going to be ending soon. This welcome bonus is insane. Back when I applied, it was nowhere near the full amount that it is now, and I don't want you guys to miss out. So if you happen to stumble upon this video and you're interested but you haven't signed up, be sure to check out the link down below in the description or scan that QR code. And if you also want to get started with business credit cards, I made a full review video to walk you through step by step the entire process. And last but not least, if you guys are in the credit card world but you got no credit card friends, I have a completely free newsletter with over 30,000 members in our Facebook group to help you talk credit cards, know data points, and to get a little bit of friends within this space too. So if you guys want to join that, be sure to check out the link down below in the description for the newsletter. Sign up for it and I'll email you a link or an invitation to the group too. In the meantime, that is everything. If you guys have not done so already, be sure to drop a like down below on this video. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you haven't done so already, and take care and have a blessed day. So take care, have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.